chicos, bienvenidos. Today we're gonna talk about Day of the Dead. ¿Listos? Empezamos.
So, first of all, when do we celebrate it? We celebrate Day of the Dead in November 1st and 2nd. What is Day of the Dead? So that one is a way more complicated question, so I'm gonna try to explain it as simple as possible, and then we go a little more into detail. Day of the Dead, Día de los Muertos, it's first of all one of my favorite holidays, and it's a Mexican tradition, but it's an indigenous tradition that comes from millennia. It was celebrated even way before the Spanish conquest happened, and essentially it's about remembering the ones we lost. It is about honoring their memory and bringing back some of their things that they love, their music, their photographs, and by doing so, we are thinking of them, and here's when it starts getting, the tradition. The tradition by the indigenous, they believed that in November 1st and November 2nd, they were allowed to leave the land of the dead and come with the living to spend some time with us. So right now, a lot of people don't believe that anymore. It is just a time of remembering and honoring the ones we lost. But we believe, that's the one thing that we believe, that you only die when you're forgotten. So as long as we keep your memory alive, then you're still alive. So it's something that I think is very beautiful, and that's something that we do every year. Every year we go to the cemeteries of everyone we lost, our friends or family, and then we bring them flowers. So what are the traditions within the tradition? We have many, and let's start with the Calaveritas. Calaveritas are a poem. They are poems that you dedicate to your friends and loved ones, and they're poems that they have to be funny, and you tell how you died. It sounds weird when you are not in the culture, within the culture, but that's how we did. We try to see it not as a very like a final thing, and also we try to see it not as like the bad guy, but kind of like as a friend, because we all are gonna die, and eventually we're gonna have to meet with her. We call her La Muerte. So we make poems and we dedicate them, so we tell like a funny tale on how everything is gonna happen to you, and then you go. And that's a silly part of Day of the Dead when we deal with it, and it's one of the traditions within the traditions. This is, I think, one of my favorite ones, and it's kind of an honor when someone dedicates one to you, because someone took the time to write the poem, find the rhymes, find the situation, and many times it's like something that has to do with your personality or your hobbies, or something that they were thinking of you while they wrote that poem to you. So when someone writes a calaverita to you, it's really interesting and fun. So I will recommend you to, it's a good practice for your Spanish if you write a calaverita. So you should do that. Next tradition within the tradition is the main event, and that's gonna be the altar. So the altar is what we make for, and we dedicate it to our dead, to our muertito. The person, most of the time people dedicate it just to the one, because it will make it, like, let's say, more powerful, and that's going to be for people who really, really want or think that the person is gonna come and visit. So when you make your altar, you're gonna put on it, it's gonna be something that it has like different levels, and in the altar you're gonna need to put a picture of the person that it's gone, well, no longer anymore because you're thinking of them, it's never really gone. And then you're gonna put the favorite foods they used to eat, their favorite drinks, their favorite music. You can't forget also the flor of cempasúchil, and there's this traditional flower that we put in Day of the Dead. It's a very orange one. I'm gonna show it right here. And then you can also forget a mirror, so they can look at themselves, and also decorate with the traditional stuff like the sugar skulls, and then everything that they used to like you add there. So when they go and they visit, they feel they're back home, and also it's a way for them to they know they're remembered. So who can celebrate Dia de Muertos? Everybody. It was named El Día de los Muertos, I think in 2001 or 2008, I don't remember, Intangible Heritage of Humanity by the UNESCO. So this belongs to the world. Our tradition is from us to the universe. So if you want and if you feel this is something you want to do it. This is something that is very beautiful, and I always thought that this is like the very best tradition that we have. I really love Christmas more, but that's because I'm so selfish that I love presents. But this one it's a family tradition. This one, you sit down and you take a moment, a long moment, 2 days, to think about your family, about your friend, and this is just love. So if you want, join us, take a seat, and you don't need, and this is the thing, you don't need to do it on November 1 or November 2. This is the days that we decided to do it, but just do it. Go to the cemetery, bring some flowers, and remember that they are not gone. They will never be gone as long as they're still here, and as long as they're still here, because there will always be alive as long as we remember, and that's how it works. So for you to try to do your little altar, if you want to, let's learn to do something that's very easy, and it's papel picado. Papel picado is one of the things we use to decorate our altars. So we're gonna learn to do this one really fast. It's not gonna be a very complicated one because I'm not an expert. So let's try to do this. Vamos. All you're gonna need is gonna be some paper. You need paper, color paper. I only have this white paper for now, which sucks because you're not gonna be able to see it how pretty it looks in color, and scissors. That's all you're gonna need. So let's start. So we're gonna fold our paper in, we can make it in halves or we can make it in fourths. Once your paper is folded, you are just gonna start cutting. Start cutting in any shape you want. I'm gonna do triangles so it looks like it's little like this shape that I can't remember the name in English. In Spanish it's called rhombos. So it's gonna appear the translation, but look how it looks when you open it. See, this is what we're looking for. So we're gonna keep on folding and cutting, folding and cutting. So I'm gonna fold again and cut. And I can't cut because this is too big, so I guess I'm gonna fold here like this and cut here. You can do different shapes, you can do whatever you want, however you want it, but you understand the concept, obviously, that it's all about having like holes and shapes in the paper. And when you combine it in different colors, the colors of Day of the Dead are orange, purple, and hot pink. So you just use those colors and you decorate your altar like that. This one end up being like so freaking simple, but you just put this and you decorate your table where you're gonna do your altar, or wherever you decide to put your altar. There's no rules set in stone for you to do your altar. Then everything is gonna be great. So, well, that was it in my tutorial because I'm so talented. And well, this is it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed this, and thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, please hit like and subscribe. And also, if you want to become a private student of Spanish, please send an email to this address and come join me. And also, if you want to keep on supporting my livelihood, go to my online store and you can get this really cute, well, not this one specifically, but I do this kind of stuff, so you can just buy them in my online store. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hasta luego. Adiós.